All right, guys, thank you for joining me tonight. I know some of you are like, "Where's the background?" Well, I'm I'm in the process of changing a lot of shit around. So I moved the background into another room where I'm going to be filming. I don't know if I'm going to be live streaming from there just yet. I might be. Who knows? But anyway, so it'll be like this for the next couple of days until I can get a new backdrop. I'm probably going to keep this here and do the filming in the other room. So just that it's easier, and it just provides more open space. So anyway, guys, yeah. Today's live stream, by the way. Oh, hold on, let me get this out of the way. Let's start from the beginning. Eric, thank you for the 5x5. Joe, Prep to Adapt. Grit and Grace. Big John, Flown Grown, thank you for the 5x5. Mike, thank you for the X by you know what. Lisa, Dow, Dobie, Patrice, Ozark Prepper, Innocent Bystander, thank you for the 5x5. Crystal, Loretta, Crow, Sway, Elaine, thank you for the 5x5. Beef and Chicken, Innocent, Adriana, Buy the Book, WTC, No Juan, thank you for the 5x5. Mossberg, thank you for the 5x5. L Rock, thank you for the 5x-hand, or 5x5, sorry. Joanne, Lezo, sorry, Liberty, thank you for the 5x5. Vic, South Florida, DCL, and Chad, thank you for the 5x5. So, and Ladybug. So, and for the doggy guitar. So, guys, let me get this out of the way now, or what I'm going to say. This live stream could be taken down, so I'm going to upload it as soon as this is done, and then I'm going to upload it to Rumble. So, this live stream and the Angry Truth live stream is going to be heavy codes because of the obvious of what we're talking about tonight. And on the Angry Truth, we're going to be talking about the truth coming out and how everything was a lie. And the craziness about the Angry Truth tonight is that it's everything, guys, we've spoken about for the last... It's everything we've spoken about the last 2-3 years. Like, it's insanity how a lot of this stuff is leaking out now. Anyway, be that it is, tonight's live stream on the Angryprepper channel, we're going to be talking about a lot of things that you should not take. There are 2 incoming arm tickets that I think been worked on about a year or a little more. I'm not quite sure. Nonetheless, they are sort of available already for the next event that's coming around the corner. And we're all seeing the signs of this event, and we're all seeing them work up to the show. So again, this is going to be heavy. This is going to be heavy coded for the obvious reasons. Rose Energy. So I know that they were asking when you were giving blood. They were asking whether or not you were arm ticketed. I don't know if they separate them right now. And that's not a Peloton, Flown Grown. That's an air bike, an air assault bike. I can't afford a Peloton. I can't afford the monthly payments on a Peloton. I can afford the Peloton, but not the monthly payments. Lisa, yes, more mass human disappearing, if you will, or depopulation. We're definitely going to see that. Lockdowns, you're right, Johnny 308, lockdowns only work if you comply. The article I'm going to read on the arm ticket coming out, wait till you get to the... When I read the last paragraph, I was like, motherfucker. If I could punch a hole through my computer, I absolutely would. I read a lot of articles today, so I'm like, not frustrated, but just like, I'm frustrated with the people. I'm not frustrated with Super Florida. I don't think Fauci has anything to do with this new event coming up. But I'm super frustrated with the people and the amount of stupidity that's going to be embraced. There are people who, when this next event happens, they will sit there, roll their sleeves up, and tap their vein or smack their arm to produce a nice vein to get an arm ticket. This next arm ticket, guys, is going to be forced, I think, really, really hard. Really hard. I mean, like, yo, it's going to be borderline criminal on what they're going to do to get it. And that's just me theorizing. Just because of that last partner in the article, I was like, yo, what? So, with all of that, guys, this is undoubtedly going to get very, very bad all the way around. And I don't mean so much the event itself, just what they're going to do during the next pandemic. The next event that happens, things are going to get really out of control. I mean, like, yeah, stupidity 2.0 or maybe 5.0, because the amount of shit people are going to embrace, yo, it's insane. Now, somebody just mentioned Dr. John Campbell has the most current info on that arm ticket did to people. Yes, and I was going to watch that video after tonight. But the amount of craziness that's going to go on, yo, out of control. And we're seeing the signs, guys, and we're seeing these exercises that they're doing, like SPARS exercise, and then they have a new one called Contagion, Catastrophe. Right? Is it Catastrophe? Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up. Catastrophic Contagion, sorry. Catastrophic Contagion. We will get to that a little later tonight, but I'm going to put the link to it. It's apparently run by John Hopkins, and it's backed by Bill and Melinda Gates. So, BG will be Bill Gates when I refer to him, because I think YouTube is going to go into overdrive with the bird flu. Matter of fact, I think moving forward, any mentioning of it in a negative way, or the way I'm going to speak about it tonight, is undoubtedly going to earn me a strike. If not tonight, down the line. So we shall see. Now, in the Angry Truth channel, we're talking about the truth coming out about the Mr. 19, COVID. And they lied about everything. And now the truth is coming out about it. And a lot of people lost money, time. YouTube channel was shut down because of the truth they spoke. The truth that's all coming out now. The truth that Dr. John Campbell is talking about. Russell Brand is talking about. A lot of people are talking about it. And you think these channels can come back being that they were correct. Now, the craziness about YouTube, guys, is that when you get a strike on YouTube, or Gil Bates, I like that. Tara, I like, that's a good idea too. With YouTube, when you get a strike, they state in the email you get or the notification you get that you might have talked about medical misinformation. And they always say might or may. You may have or you might have. They're stating that they're not sure whether or not your information was misinformation. But in case it is or it isn't, we're going to delete your video and give you a strike. And if you get 3 of those, you lose your channel. And they do this, guys, on the premise of might and may, not definite. They don't go, yes, you definitely were misinformed or spreading misinformation. They go, you might have been, we're not sure, so we'll get rid of it. And then fuck you in the ass with a strike. There should be major lawsuits major lawsuits, because you cannot, and you cannot delete somebody's content because you think they were wrong. You have to know they were wrong. But being that a lot of people argue it's a private organization, they can do what they want. Very true. But we as creators can do what we want as well and start lawsuits out the ass, which I am hoping that one gets together, that one can come together and hammer these people out and hand them their asses. Now, YouTube might do the savagery and delete the entire platform. I'm okay with that. If they deleted the entire platform tomorrow, I would be okay with it. Because the insanity that these people are based on and working on is insane. They're mites and maybes. Anyway, let's get on with the nonsense that they're already drumming up. Keep in mind, guys, there has been 2 or 1 person who was infected by the bird flu or the H5N1. 1 person. With that, the FDA is warning everybody that 1 in 4 could be killed because of the bird flu. I'm going to put the link to the article in the chat because I know some of you guys want to read it for yourself. I'd rather you guys read it for yourself as well. But I also do myself a favor, copy and paste it. Class action lawsuit against YouTube would be awesome. So anyway, guys, the link for this article is in the chat. Bird flu warning, experts fear pandemic could kill 1 in 4 Americans. Scientists are preparing for a potential bird flu pandemic in humans that could kill 1 in 4. The FDA is intensifying its readiness efforts to combat the potential deadly spread as revealed by the agency's top official doctor, Dr. Robert Clawliffe. During a recent Senate committee hearing, Dr. Clawliffe outlined strategic plans to deploy tests, antiviral medications, and arm tickets in anticipation of the virus making a leap to humans, or more concerningly, from human to human. Now, animal to human, that's not a big to-do. If that is still the case, people who work on farms are going to be the people that get infected. And what are they going to do? They're going to go to the hospital, and they're going to get treated, and they'll be fine. Yes, the mortality rate is high, as they are stating. Nonetheless, you will be fine if you get there early enough and you get treated. Let's go on. Despite the low incidence, only 2 recorded human cases in the United States, Dr. Clawliffe underscored the importance of proactive preparation as the virus mutates. They're already saying that the virus is going to mutate. Not that it might, that it is going to. That they're anticipating it to mutate. So back in 2022, I just saw this right before I came on here. Back in 2022, they were working on a gain of function for the bird flu. They were working on to make it more contagious. That was back in 2022. 2024, now they're talking about this nonsense. They're talking about how they're preparing for something to mutate. A lot of the time, and the craziness about it, guys, is that it's mutating pretty fast. If it can go from bird to cow, cow to cat, milk to human. That's pretty fast in mutation. But undoubtedly, they're going to release the one that's going to spread really fast and start hammering out humans. So, he said, and I think this is Dr. Clawliffe, this virus, like all virus, is mutating. We need to continue to prepare for the possibility that it might jump to humans. There have been diseases that have been around for centuries. All of a sudden, guys, in 2024, this virus has been around for a while. It's all of a sudden going to just mutate. They all mutate, and they mutate all the time. Really? if that was the case of these diseases out there mutating, as they put it, we should be bombarded by a lot of different things going on. But instead, the bird flu, I think, what was it, found in 71, or it was like in the 70s or the 80s, something like that, that they first identified it. Not saying that it wasn't out there beforehand, but it was out there. Anyway, this is by the FDA, by the way. The FDA is building up the story. Trev Terra, yes, that is the thing. It's something's going to happen. Whether it has a high mortality rate or not, they're going to take advantage of the situation. Wait till we get to the arm ticket part, because it gets so much fucking better at that point. It gets better, man. The shit that they were talking about, and though I have to mention this real quick, the arm ticket portion, they do mention that they're going old school with this one. They are working on a third route, and that is going to be the mRNA. But right now, the two that are going to be available soon are old school, which is the actual virus itself. Now, being that the virus is mutated or mutating, I think that it's been messed with at some level. This could be a genetically engineered H5N1. And if they splice it and do what they need to do to make it into an arm ticket, that could be just as bad as the mRNA. Just theorizing. That's all I am. I am not a doctor, so don't hold me to it. The real worry, this is again Dr. Cauliff, the real worry is that it will jump to the human lung, where when that has happened in other parts of the world, the mortality rate has been 25%. Recent developments have raised alarms as H5N1 cases surface in unexpected hosts, including cattle, after transmitting from birds. Again, also they're having a problem in Antarctica. Where in the fuck did it come from in Antarctica, or where did they get it from in Antarctica? Maybe a bird that migrated to there? From my understanding with Antarctica, birds don't normally migrate to there. The bird population that's there is there. So how did it get there? It's actually infecting penguins there. So, and they're seeing dead penguins all over the place in Antarctica. I saw that article a little while ago as well. Johnny 308, I appreciate that. But Fauci is he's a demon, right? He's a crook. He's a crooked demon. That makes sense. He's about the money. He's about ego. I think his thing wasn't about money. Maybe it was more about ego with Fauci. I think he had the short man syndrome and an egotistical way about him, because he wanted all the accolades and a pat on the back. Somebody just the other day told me that he said he was the science. I was like, wait, what? The fuck? How did he say that? So, with that, guys, if he did say that, that's more than an ego. That's like a God complex. And Fauci has a God complex. And he wants everything to be me, look at me, right? Anyway. So, with that, I'm not going to read the entire article, so I am going to jump around a little bit. Because, why? So, trace amounts of the virus have been detected in dairy products, including milk, cottage cheese, sour cream, albeit officials assure consumers of their safety due to the inactivation of the virus during the pasteurization process. But Dr. Carlos stressed, we gotta have testing, gotta have antivirals, and we have to have a arm ticket ready to rock and roll. I added that part in. We have been busy getting prepared for this for if the virus does mutate in a way that allows it to jump into humans on a large level. The U.S. currently boasts a stockpile of approximately 20 million bird flu arm tickets with provisions for rapid production of an additional 100 million doses if required. Guess who's not taking this arm ticket? I will take my chances. Period. I have been starting to eat cleaner. I'm getting rid of all of the anti-inflammatory foods that I've eaten in the past. I have stopped in the last 2 weeks. A lot of the reasons why we get sick is because our body is super inflamed. Our immune system is low because our body's inflamed from the shit we eat. I love Doritos. Love it. Stopped eating it. The only thing that I'm drinking right now that's probably bad for me that I got to kick is Pepsi. But I got down from all of the nasty, even Entenmann's cake, which I was super surprised that it had 4 bad ingredients, and 2 of them were cancer causing. So I don't need Entenmann's cake anymore. So all of the stuff, guys, that we eat, all of the things that we do, like our phones, the technology around us, is inflaming the body, weakening the immune system, making us more susceptible to getting sick. Anyway, the availability of the antiviral medications such as, I think it's called oseltamivir, and ongoing research on poultry arm tickets for the birds and cross-species antiviral efficacy also bolsters the nation's defense against the virus. Despite only 2 recorded, all right, whatever. So the farm worker who caught the bird flu appears to be the first known case of mammal to human transmission. Scientists right now, or the people who are going to release it, are going, that's not good enough. We got to go hard and heavy. The first images of the Texas farmer worker infected with H5N1 from a cow shows that he suffered from bleeding eyes, or bleeding from his eyes, or his eyeballs, actually. So that was the conjunctivitis that they said. It wasn't red eye, it was bleeding eye. The dairy worker attended the hospital in March after experiencing painful red weeping eyes with blood bursting vessels. They are looking at 100 other workers, or rather they're monitoring 100 other workers. I don't know how long they're going to monitor that for, but whatever. They examined his lungs. They found that was clear. And they gave him, I guess, antivirals for his eyes. Oh, they treated his eyes for conjunctivitis. So, whatever. He seems to be fine. Now, here goes the kick in the balls. The part that I was talking about. Adriana, it does sound like Ebola. That is true. But that was the only symptom he had. Had it been Ebola, I think he would have been a lot worse off. But, yeah, man, if you have cattle, if you have chickens, somebody made a great point. They could pass a law making sure that you can't own chicken and cattle. And only corporations can, and companies can, and maybe small farmers with business licenses can. And if they do that, they are going to win the game. So RF Comms, one of the subscribers, states that they could declare chickens are the vector and or cows the vector, and now private ownership of chicken will be banned. When he said that, that made a lot of sense. He made that comment on the last video I released today. And I was like, this is an interesting thought process. I'm like, he's right. If chickens are the vector and people are unwilling to give their chicken and or cattle whatever antiviral is out there, they could outlaw people from owning these things. And that's how you control the food. And that's the bigger part, or the bigger problem with the next event. They can control the food. They're controlling it now, actually. Because look at the shit that's in food, and we're not doing anything about it. We should be at the food corporation's headquarters, and we should be raising hell. We should all but be rioting. We should be out there with signs and wrecking shop. Keep in mind, they are wrecking our bodies, they are wrecking our immune system, they're wrecking our brains, our nervous system, you name it. And we're sitting here going, oh, they're poisoning our food, and we continue to eat it. And then people come up with the excuse of, well, what am I going to left to eat with? Well, fuck it. Don't eat it. Wait till they change the ingredients. How come other countries put their foot down, 86th, a large portion of the ingredients that were in there, and only one with natural ingredients, and they got their way in other countries? Here in the United States, we're too stupid to do that. And our politicians don't back us up, because I told you guys before, our politicians are the evil people. They're not the saviors, guys. They are not. Trump is looking less like a savior this time around. He is going, I told you before, he is going to do a lot more selling out. What's that asshole's name? He just sold out, and he's on Russian TV now. Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson has a TV show on Russian state TV. Russian state TV. Russian state TV is about as controlled as we are, if not a little worse. Because at least here, they allow almost everything and anything under the sun to be shown when it comes on TV, with the exception of the media. The media here is controlled, the media there is controlled, and Tucker Carlson felt like it was necessary to start his programming over there. Whatever. Tucker Carlson cannot be trusted. He started doing some shit with Russia. He can't be trusted. All governments are corrupt. All governments are corrupt. Period. There is no, well, you know, and maybe, no maybes. They are all corrupt. If our politicians here, the presidents here, allowed the poison in our food, they are corrupt. If a politician or president puts people in jail because they're in opposition to them, as Putin has done a few times, they are corrupt. If you have people stand by force in a stadium and clap like drones every time you make a speech, Kim Jong-un, you are corrupt. None of these people are for the people as they say it. Kim Jong-un says he's for the people. Sorry. Putin says he's for the people. Biden says he's for the people. Obama, Clinton, Trump said they are for the people. And they do nothing for the people but get each other's pockets fatter. Make sure they have secured oil fields. Make sure they secure gold mines. Make sure they secure diamond mines. They're not about us. Because if they were about us, for example, in Russia, they would have true free speech. They do not have true free speech. Well, granted state, you'll keep watching him until you realize he's part of the propaganda machine. Once you start your TV channel on Russian state TV, you are part of the machine. He sort of got let go from, what was he, Fox News or whatever? And now he's going to Russia, where they really control him? And yeah, he had a... Listen, guys. People are selling out. Period. Period. I sit here and I go, yes, our media is bad, without a doubt. I'm not going to sit here and act like we're all innocent and shit. But Russian media, out of fucking control. You cannot say anything without it being triple read before it gets to the guy who reads it or the chick that reads it. The government controls what's on, and it's been known. There have been Russian, Yuri Bezmenov, an ex-KGB agent, has stated all of this, and it's still going on today. And somehow, people love Russia. I don't understand. I don't and people on here, I'm talking to you fucks that still support Russia. You guys are just as bad as the moronic kids that are sitting down at City College or Columbia College or any one of these colleges supporting Palestine. You are just as bad as they are. You guys sit here and go, those people are stupid. Why are they supporting Palestine? You support Russia, you are just the fucking same. I don't know what to tell you. You know? Some days, guys, you need a smack in the dick or the face or whatever, or both. But we cannot sit here and be fucking hypocrites and yell at one group of people when the other group's doing the same exact shit. Same exact shit. Now, it's infuriating, the stupidity that's out there. People who are like, yo, we gotta support Palestine from the river to the sea. From the river to the sea. And all kinds of shit. And then sitting there and watching Muslims pray. Muslims are taking over the country, guys. They're taking over the world. They're doing it in a sneak fashion. If you don't believe me, look at a lot of places in the United States that they're taking over. Dearborn, Michigan is one. There's another spot in Chicago. There's a spot here in Brooklyn, over in New York City in Brooklyn. They're doing it. Don't fall for the bullshit. Don't fall for the nice guy act, guys. We need to stay America. We need to put this country first. Fuck the politicians. Fuck groups of people and their woes. America first. Forget about Israel. Forget about Ukraine. Forget about Russia. Someone just said, I like Putin. Well, Google censorship. You like Putin because you're a drone. You fall for the bullshit. See, Putin is very smart. Very smart. And anybody who likes Putin fell for his KGB bullshit. And I hate to say this. But the KGB is better than the CIA. When you don't like your country just a little bit, and you got some guy coming in pointing out all the bad about the United States, and you go, man, he is right, and he's saying all of the pointers, he's playing to your hate for this country or your dislike for this country, and then it grows, and he starts saying things you like even more, and then you start sucking his dick. Before you know it, you're in bed with Putin, getting cock-slapped. Like I said, guys, the current politicians running the world right now, none of them can be trusted. They are pieces of shit as the day is long. Steel City, exactly. Fuck them all. Prep to adapt. Again, you don't have to, but thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. Tucker not doing a show. Susan Morse. I will pull up that article for you, just so that you know I am not talking shit, because I had to do a double take when I saw it. I was like, wait, what? I was like, this motherfucker's a sellout. Matter of fact, Tucker Carlson's show aired by Russian state TV. The CEO of the Tucker Carlson network has rejected claims, that this Russian state media former... Oh, he's denying that the show... Sorry. He's denying that the show was... They made a deal to air it, but it aired over there anyway. So they didn't make a deal, but it still aired over there. And that was the show that I think we all saw here. Nonetheless, guys. The show aired in something called broadcast on Russian 24. Very interesting. Still, do not trust any of these people. So he had a show up in Russia. The CEO is trying to do damage control. And Russian 24 states that it aired on their TV show. And they have another one airing May 18th. Oh, shit, that was last week. Sorry. That it was dubbed into Russia. That is the beginning of the end. Bizarro, just Googled it. Yeah, just Google it. Thank you. But I could put the link in. See if I can get it over to you guys. Oh, wait. Nope, I don't have it here. But anyway, give me 2 seconds. The independent outlet, Australia. Right. All right. So here's the link. Let me know what you guys think. But anyway, guys, point to it all is that it's in the chat. Point to it all, guys, is that we have to, and I did my homework. No, it's not fake news. It's in the link. Read it up. But anyway, the point to the whole thing, guys, is that we have to stop with the bullshit. We have to sit there and stop believing in other people, other countries. And this Russian love fest, started with Obama. Because of Obama, people and I don't want to say because of Obama. Let me not go there. People didn't like Obama, and they started looking at other people for leadership. And they went right to Russia. And then Russia had its field day with Obama, picking out all of Obama's faults. That being said, guys, if you have a leader who is playing to your dislikes of something or someone, you're going to hunt. It aired once. Putin knows Russian people approve him, and he speaks problems with America information. Won't hit Russia the same way as it hits the Americans. Bringers change. Yeah, that's exactly it. I love Russia TV. Whatever. Anyway. CB, it's in the chat. The link's in the chat. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, the link's in the chat, and Prepper Revelator put it in the chat. But anyway, we are, guys, undoubtedly headed towards bad shit. If we keep Steel City, I say it all the time. If you're going to love another country, guys, if you're going to support another country, move to that country. Simple. I don't understand why people do that. You got people who, for example, and I got into an argument once. This is a few years ago. I got into an argument once with somebody who, when the Chinese people were getting their asses handed to them here. Okay, when they were getting their asses handed to them here, and one lady was like, and I was motherfucking China. I was pretty much like, fuck China and the bullshit. She was like, but when you say fuck China, that affects the people here. And I go, how does it affect? I'm talking about the current government of China, not like the people. And she was like, yeah, but that transcends over the not liking Chinese people. I'm like, not really, but okay. And she was like, well, if you hate China, you hate Chinese people. I was like, listen, you fucking shill. Get off of here. Get out of the group. Enough already with your bullshit. I see what you're doing. You're trying to play the game of, you're trying to play the balancing act of, well, I still love my Chinese government because if they hear or they, and I'm pretty sure they had a bug, that they were going to fucking make her pay for it. Still, she left the group after I fucking, I'm like, yo, you can't be in this country and still love the Chinese government. And there are Chinese people who still love their government and motherfuck the American government. Why would you move here? Why would you move here? Still love your government. You moved here because you have more freedoms. You can do more things here. You cannot do the same shit you do here there, whether it's China and or Russia. There's a lot of shit you can't do in Russia that you can do here. But for some reason, people still support Russia. You got these stupid kids talking about free Palestine. You had people saying LGBT for Palestine. This is the stupidity of people today. Because they're supporting countries that do not like them. For you people that support Russia, Russia doesn't like you. For you people that support China, if there's any on here, China doesn't like you. Palestine doesn't like you. Whether you're gay or fucking straight, they do not like you. So why are we supporting this? Because we're stupid. We're the only nation on this planet that supports other nations because we dislike our own. We should dislike the current politicians running the country, not this country. You know, while I was out there in Oklahoma, when I was out there in Oklahoma, I'm driving around, and yeah, man, there were still some racist ass spots there, but I still like this country above all others. What about Israel? Fuck Israel. Fuck Ukraine. Fuck all of those countries that are not America. Period. We shouldn't be getting involved in the bullshit that's going on over there in Israel. We shouldn't be. And people are like, how dare you say that? I don't give a fuck about any other country but this country. We have bigger problems heading our way. We should not be giving away money to other countries. The amount of money that we handed over to Israel and Ukraine and Taiwan could fix a million other fucking problems here in this country. We could solve a lot of issues. We can fix the veteran program. When they wanted to fix the veteran program and how veterans were getting treated, that's going to cost too much money. So let's give it to Israel. If the Flint, Michigan issue with the water, let's fix that problem. Oh no, that's going to cost too much money. Let's give it to Ukraine instead. We give money away to people who do not fucking deserve it. It's going into the pockets of the politicians there anyway. You think the fucking country's actually seeing that money? No. And still, we're not up in arms. We're not pissed off. We're not tossing fucking cars over and storming a political building. Because we're sitting here going, oh well. We're training other militaries out there and spending money doing so. Taxpayer dollars, that is. Why are we not paying attention to why not we paying attention to this country? Why are we not handing over the cash that the billions of dollars they gave to veterans, homeless, kidnapped kids, the child trafficking, for example? 3% of prepper. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. America owes the world owes America. It seems like we owe a lot of other places, and a lot of other places owe us. It's this endless, stupid game of owing everybody something. We don't owe Ukraine and we don't owe Israel shit. $35 trillion in debt on top of everything else. A retired Klaus Schwab. Nice one, by the way. Right, we have all of this and we're giving all of this money away. You got vets offing themselves. You got homeless vets. You got the sex trafficking thing that's out of control. I mean, yo. I don't want to go too far on this rant with the sex trafficking. But guys, it is far fucking worse than you can ever imagine. Far worse. I mean, the players that are involved in the sex trafficking are all fucking known. All of them. Every last player around the world is known. And when I mean everyone, guys, I mean the FBI knows exactly who everyone is. Politicians who are involved in the sex trafficking know who everyone is. Pete Diddy, the reason why he's not getting arrested and he's not going away, well, he has shit on a lot of people in the sex trafficking world. The problem could be solved, guys, with a group of motherfuckers who know business. And when I mean business, I'm talking about that business. 6 feet under business. The, oh my God, he went missing business. We can't find him. Where's Waldo? That kind of business. Get a bunch of those motherfuckers together and you could absolutely destroy that industry. There are highways, guys, out there. Highways that are known for trafficking people. Highways, like 95, for example. And yet, Everyone's acting like they don't know what they're talking about. And then the movie Sound of Freedom comes out, and Sound of Freedom hits too close to home. And what do? What does the media do? What is those cackling bitches that always cackling like fucking crows? The View. Right? What do? They go and attack the movie. Oh, that's far-fetched. That's not real. What? That business is way more. I'm going to promise you guys this. That industry is growing. That is a $1 billion, if I'm not mistaken, going to reach $1 trillion business. More kids are going to go missing. And hot chicks, if you will. And I say hot chicks for a reason. More kids are going to go missing. The amount of kids that are missing, when I was in Oklahoma, I was looking at I was in Walmart, and they had a poster up, and it was like missing kids. And there were a ton of fucking missing kids. And more kids are going to go missing, and we're not going to do anything about it because we're going to sit here and go, not our problem. We need more groups of people to get into this and start looking for them and actively putting people away. And I don't mean in jail. I mean away. Meet their maker kind of shit. When you know where the evil is and nothing's being done about it, that's the problem. And that is the current administration of every government around the world. I mean, listen, guys, we should have been flipping tables over on high taxes and shit alone. But let's table that bullshit for a minute and look at all the kids that are missing, all the people that are missing. Why aren't we doing anything about that? This industry is running rampant, and I had a conversation about it. And the amount of people that are involved is damn near everybody. Everybody. And they all know who everyone is and who's doing what. And yet, again, here we are, not doing shit about it. I can get an excavator. Yeah, we're going to need a couple of excavators. And fuck that 6 feet shit. Let's go deeper than that. They'll never be found. Whenever this is brought up to any politician, their answer is, we'll see what we can do. Or, I like this one, we'll look into it. Go figure. The sex trafficking is closely tied into these migrants coming across the border as well. That is another situation that can be stopped, but we don't do anything about it. Now, you want to know what kind of a hero Trump is? Let's see if he does anything about the sex trafficking. He won't. Listen, for somebody... To do anything about sex trafficking, guys, you have to be a lone wolf, have no family, and have no regard. Or have family and put your family on notice. Be like, yo, we're going to get into this, and it's going to get ugly. Everybody should be ready to rock and roll. A lot of people out there who say they're doing God's work. If you want to do God's work, let's save the kids. And let's not have a charity event and raise money. Let's save the kids. Let's go out there and get it done. Let's destroy shit and take it down brick by brick. Let's go out there, get information on these people, and fuck them up. Kathleen Murdoch said he already has. Well, let's see if he does anything this time around. Anyway, I have made an offer, and I told somebody just the other day, if you guys get heavily involved in this shit and the shit gets heavy, just give me a call. I'm in the fucking car, in less than 10 minutes, and I'm down for a 24 hour straight drive. 24 hour straight drive. This can be dealt with. And people are like, it's too big. There's too many heavy hitters. The cartel's involved. Fuck them all. If everybody has to be taken out, then so fucking be it. But we need more people to get involved. We need more people to put it on the line. Anyway, somebody just made a comment about Trump being the godfather of the arm ticket. I'm going to say this probably a few more times. I'm going to say this once. Something dawned on me. And I agreed with you guys when you were talking about Trump being the godfather of the arm ticket. But here's the problem, guys. Trump is not... Remember when Trump said he hires people around him who are smarter than him? So, of course, he listens to Fauci. Fauci told him the arm ticket was safe. He believed it. He still thinks it's safe because he's one of those people. You cannot blame Trump for the arm ticket. He didn't have the wherewithal. He didn't have the smarts. He is not smart enough to understand what he is dealing with. I know a lot of us do, but that's us. We are not close to it. He was too close to the whole Mr. 19 event. Too close to it. So when all of this is going on, and he's looking at the numbers of people passing away, and he's like, damn, man, what do I do? He looks to Fauci. Fauci, help me. Fauci goes, give him this. You cannot blame somebody who does not know anything about that. This is not their wheelhouse. This wasn't Trump's wheelhouse. You cannot blame Trump for something that he was advised on doing. And he was advised by, guess who? Fauci. Fauci advised him. And yes, Adriana, great point. He didn't force anyone to take it. He just made it available. Ligma's like, no one gets a pass. I hear you. I get it. But if we're going to be rational people, because we have to be rational people, I refuse to be like a liberal kook who wants to blame everybody for everything. Fuck them, fuck them, fuck them. No, we're not doing that here. Trump didn't understand what he was getting into. Trump took the advice of a habitual liar, Fauci. Fauci lied about the AIDS crisis. He killed thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of gay men with the AZT. Another doctor said, hey, we got a different approach. Pablo, I am not full of shit. You're just short-sighted, small brain, tunnel vision. You choose. But you guys don't... people like you, Pablo, whatever your name is, Pueblo, sorry. You don't think that during a pandemic, you have an advisor. His advisor lied to him. His advisor was Fauci. Point blank, guys. Point blank. Fauci lied to him. Fauci lied to, who was it, Reagan or Bush, about AZT. Simple. You lie to somebody who doesn't know, and you go, listen, Mr. Trump, I promise you it is safe. Trust me, it's safe. And then Trump goes, you know what? You're a smart man. That's why I let you in charge of the whatever the fuck he was in charge of. And then here you go. All of this bullshit's coming out about it now. And it doesn't matter, guys. If he pushed it, he didn't force it upon us. He made it available. Your local politicians forced it on us. Your governors, your mayors, your bosses at your job, they forced it. Not Trump. Trump did not force it. So, if you guys want to continue to get into this debate about it, we can. Absolutely. And you will lose this debate. Bottom line. And that's the other thing, guys. When you looked at Fauci, Fauci's a weasel. He looks like a weasel. I'm pretty sure he smells like a weasel. He walks like a weasel. He is a weasel. Do me a favor, guys. Hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down. I am striking nerves tonight. I have 8 thumbs down tonight. That's been a long while for 8. So do me a favor. Keep hitting the thumbs down or the thumbs up. But thank you, Johnny308. Appreciate it. Thank you, Prep Revelator. Gotcha. But yeah, man. You can't blame somebody who doesn't know. That's like a couple of videos I've done in the past where I've got it wrong. Because I read the wrong article from the wrong person. And I didn't know any better. But I'm like, oh, they must know what they're talking about. And I was completely and utterly wrong. It's the same thing that goes for Trump. He was wrong. Fauci was hired by Obama. Yeah, right. Okay, I remember hearing that. But he's just a weasel liar, man. That's all. He looks like a weasel. I'm pretty sure you could feed him weasel food. He probably only survives off of that shit. Anybody like that dude who lied about that, and I mean, dude, he can. We're going to talk about it on the Angry Truth tonight, guys. We're going to talk more about Fauci and his lying bullshit. And the thing is, Trump was probably sitting in the Situation Room going, guys, what do we do? And Fauci was like, ha. I got something for you guys. I got the arm ticket readily available. And he goes, wait, what? And he goes, yeah, man, it's available. Oh, so we're 3 minutes on. I'm sorry, because I got into that rant talking about the possible arm tickets. Let's go over this real quick. We're going to go over a little late. I do apologize about the rant on the politicians and the sex trafficking. Let's get it out of the way. 2 possible bird flu arm tickets could be available within weeks. Weeks. They just said in the article previous to this one that this thing could mutate. They don't even know what strain is out there, but yet they can get it in weeks. Now, that's within weeks of a event happening, not like now. But when the event goes down, they can have it within weeks. Now, they are going old school. Like I said, they're not using the other technology that's fucking people up. So the H5N1 virus has infected at least 36 herds across the 9 states, raising the risk of a potential human spread, federal health officials said Wednesday. The U.S. has 2 arm tickets ready should the strain of bird flu circulating in the dairy cows begin spreading easily to people, federal health officials said Wednesday. They could begin shipping doses widely within weeks. So far, there's no evidence of the H5N1 is spreading between person to person. Although one dairy worker, in Texas, who worked closely with infected cattle, had a mild infection and developed conjunctivitis, pink eye, and or bleeding from the eye. The study, at a briefing Wednesday, government health officials said they are preparing for a potential scenario of the H5N1 jumping from animal to humans or human to human. The virus has taken off in dairy cows, infecting at least 35 herds across 9 states, raising concerns that it could acquire mutation that could make it easier to spill over into humans. All right, so let's skip some of this shit. Let's go right down to the bottom part of, the last statement here. There's a lot that I'm going to miss. Fuck, I don't want to miss it. Let's go over about 10 minutes. We're going to start the Angry Truth in 10 minutes. So let's skip around a little bit. Preparations underway. Should the U.S. need the arm ticket, the federal government could ship out hundreds of thousands of arm tickets within a few weeks. It could have over 100 million doses shipped within 3 to 4 months. Health officials, and they're saying 3 to 4 months because they want people to start yearning for it, right? So when this thing gets out of control and they go, 3 to 4 months, it'll be available, guys. 3 to 4 months. People are going to start ripping each other's heads off and wanting it. It's a tactic that they use in the marketing industry when you want somebody to want something like an iPhone. You start saying that there's shortages when there really isn't, and then it creates a need and or panic for it. Anyway, there's a term for it. I cannot remember what it was, but I'm pretty sure one of you nerds are going to put it on here. After giving this hypothetical, it is possible the United States may not need that many shots, but it could also produce more if needed. A number of unknowns. Dr. William Schaffner, an infectious disease expert at the Vanderbilt University Medical Center, said having arm ticket candidates on hand is important because it reduces the time needed to get the shot into people's arms. During the 2009 H1N1 swine flu pandemic, researchers eventually developed an arm ticket to prevent the spread of the virus. But by the time the shot were manufactured and ready to rock and roll, the outbreak had already petered out. So now, this last statement by O'Donnell, it says O'Connell, then it says O'Donnell. That might be a typo, that might be O'Connell. O'Connell said the given amount of arm ticket skepticism, as well as arm ticket fatigue from the pandemic, the government would also likely need to begin a arm ticket campaign to persuade people to get arm ticketed. It is very disheartening to see so much arm ticket skepticism and arm ticket fatigue, according to O'Connell, sorry. This bitch, whatever. So, as she says, they need to start an arm ticket campaign to persuade people. They tried it again. They tried it before with the arm ticket, Mr. 19 arm ticket, with a free burger and fries. Oh, guys, you see this? Remember de Blasio, that disgusting fuck? That was a disgusting display. He was eating fries on national TV. He goes, oh, these fries are good. Is there a burger? Is there a burger with this? Oh, is it too early to eat burgers and fries? You guys can get burgers and fries if you get arm ticketed. Oh God, if I could ever throw a fucking shoe hard enough, it would be at that man. Hit him in his fucking stupid Italian head. Anyway, with all of that being said, guys, with all of this talk about the H5N1 spreading, catastrophic contagion. I'm gonna put this link in the chat, guys. Link, like it. Sorry. Go to the link and, visit it yourself. This shit's out of control. Catastrophic contagion. The Johns Hopkins Center for Health Security, in partnership with WHO and the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, conducted Catastrophic Contagion, a pandemic tabletop exercise at the Grand Challenges annual meeting in Brussels, Belgium, on October 23, 2022. The extraordinary group of participants consisted of 10 current and former health ministers and senior public health officials from Senegal, Rwanda, Nigeria, Angola, Liberia, Singapore, India, Germany, as well as Bill Gates and co-heir of the Bill Gates and Melinda Foundation. The training tabletop exercise is based on a fictional scenario. The input experts used for modeling the potential impact were fictional. It is teaching and training resources for public health and government officials. The exercise simulates a series of WHO emergency health advisories, board meetings addressing the fictional pandemic set in the near future. Participants grappled with how to respond to an epidemic located in one part of the world that then spread rapidly and becoming a pandemic with higher fatality rates than Mr. 19, and disproportionately affecting children and young people. I told you guys before, I'll say it again, I told you that the next event was going to affect kids. Remember I said that it was going to affect kids in a way. And this catastrophic contagion, that's where the exercise was disproportionately affecting children and young people. Anyway, with that being said, guys, the bullshit train has left the station, and we should be receiving the bullshit on the other end soon. So with that, guys, the only reason why I went with the whole children's thing is because of that show Utopia. The clues are in that TV show, believe it or not. So, take it how you want. Also, remember the SPARS Pandemic 2025 to 2028 exercise. It's a PDF file, guys, you can find online. Type in SPARS Pandemic 2025 to 28. The PDF will pop up. It's another hypothetical scenario of something that's way more malicious than Mr. 19. It's all full of shit. Sentence to bet. You cannot hold somebody accountable for something they didn't truly know. That's like, again, holding gun companies accountable for all of these shootings that are going on. I disagree with that. That is stupid. They know their weapon is dangerous and it's still killing people. Should they be held accountable for it? That's the same kind of, that's the analogy I'm going to use. Anyway, guys, with that, anger is not an excuse. I guess they're not talking to me. Anyway, all of this is being written, guys. All of these exercises, there are more and more of these exercises happening on an annual basis. Every year there's a new one. Yes, Granite State is called SPARS. SPARS, all caps, Pandemic 2025 to 2028. Pueblo goes, Trump knew. Trump didn't know anything. Trump is not that smart. I wish you guys would stop giving him credit like he's a smart man. Business-wise, he's very smart. Other than that, not politically savvy. Total BS. Sentence of bet's like, total BS. It's bullshit. Listen, believe what you want. But I know for a fact he didn't know any better. Just like Reagan or Bush didn't know about ACT and what ACT would do to the population of people who took it. They just didn't know. Right? It's like YouTubers on here, guys, telling you the world's going to end every day. And you believe it. So you tune in every day. We're not holding those assholes accountable for their lies, their swindling. Anyway, with that, guys, we're going to go off the air now. Sentence of bet said you're fired. Thank you. Anyway, guys, we're going to go off the air now. I will see you guys, some of you guys, in a couple minutes over at the Angry Truth channel. Other than that, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for breaking my balls, and I will see you guys later. Also, tomorrow is Wednesday. I will have a midweek report at 7 o'clock in the morning. All right, guys, other than that, thank you, and I'll see you guys later. Also, yes, that thank you, PMS Stacker or Tacker, whatever the hell your name is. Guys, whatever happens next, do not be scared. Don't. This is all designed. This is coming, and if it's designed, it can be stopped. We can take this head on. If this turns into something catastrophic, if this turns into a contagion, we will get through this. Period. We will get through this. This is not for you guys to be scared, nervous, and start shitting your pants. This is just a heads up to prepare for the bullshit that we're going to start seeing. Right, guys? Other than that, good night.